Here they are again, your little friends. Okay, so some of you may have watched the review of just basic area. If you're pretty good with that, you don't need to watch that whole video. If you already did, sorry. This one thing a lot of you have been coming to lately on like Zern, and then on the assignment that you're going to do on Math Classroom today is finding area of like these weirdo shapes. They're called irregular shapes, but I like to think of them as weirdos. So I'm going to show you how to go about doing those, and then as you go through the assignment on the Math Classroom today, if you get stuck on one of these that's like these weird ones, it's not just a regular rectangular square, like stop your quiz if you need to, or not your quiz, but your assignment if you need to. Go back and look at this video again. Okay, so the ones you're going to do today on there are all ones that are kind of set up like these two. Actually, I'm thinking, hold on, let me check the one back here. Well, let's do it. You know what I'll do? I'm going to show you this one, and I'm going to show you this one. And I'm not going to worry so much about this kind right now or this one right now, because the ones you're going to do today are all kind of like this. So we already know how to find the area of a rectangle and a square. These shapes, if you look at them, if I kind of cover this up, this is just a rectangle. And if I cover this part up, this is just a square. So if you know how to find the area of a rectangle and a square, you can find the area of this, because all you're doing is finding the area of this piece and the area of this piece. And then, oh, then I just need to put them back together. So think of it as if I had, here. If I had this Post-it note right here, okay, and I wanted to know the area of this Post-it note, but it was kind of like split like this. If I wanted to know the area of the whole thing, oh, I would find the area of this part up here, and then I would find the area of this part right here, and I would put them together. So that's exactly what you're doing, or like here. This is even a better example. Imagine that you had a shape that looked like this. If you had a shape that looked like that, maybe this was like the shape of your living room or something, and you were trying to like find carpet for it. So you would find you couldn't just multiply the sides, because see how it's kind of looks like it's separated into two? You would find the area of this, and you'd find the area of this, and then all you have to do is add them together, put them together. Same thing if some of them look kind of like, some of them kind of look like this maybe. There you go. I'm lining up there, Beekman. There we go. Some of them kind of look like this maybe. So you find the area of this one, find the area of this one, and then just put them together. Okay, so kind of think of the little Post-it notes. Just think these are just little Post-it notes. Find the area of each Post-it note and then add them back together. Okay, so on this first one right here, just pretend like this one's not there. It tells me that this side is 2. You notice you don't know what the top side is, but we've talked about this. If you look here, whatever's across from it will tell you what the side is. So if I look here, look down here, and it will give you the side. So see how it has the 3 here and then 2 centimeters here? That whole line would be the same as this line up here, because it's opposite, it's across from it. So if this piece is 3 and this much of it is 2, that means if I bring that same thing up to the top, here, just thought of an easier way to do this. I know, I'm fumbling around, sorry. You know me, I kind of think of things as I go. Okay, so think of it like you have this piece is the same as like if you followed up about this much of it up here. And if you did this piece would be this section of it here. So then if you look, the orange part's 3. The yellow part is 2. So then if I add that together, if this much is 2, if the yellow part's 2 and the orange part's 3, 2 plus 3, that means this side has to be 5. Okay. All right, so now I can figure out the area of this rectangle up here. If this is 5 and this is 2, 2 times 5 gives me 10 centimeters. So this area of this one would be 10 centimeters. Okay, now I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna try this one at the bottom. Okay. Well, this one's easier because it's a square and it already gives you each side. So this side's 3, this side is 3. 3 times 3. Oh, 3 times 6, not 6 times 6. 3 times 3, that gives me 9. So this area down here is 9 square centimeters. If this is, yeah, it is ignored. Drew is apparently screaming about something. We're just gonna ignore that. Okay, if this is 10 and this much is 9, and then I just need to put them back together. That means the area of this whole shape would be 19 square centimeters. So the same thing, I'm going to do one more on the other side. There we go. Okay. So same kind of thing right here. This one's kind of broken up. You can see here's one section. There was like one post-it. Here's another post-it that I stuck underneath it, pretend. Okay. Well, same thing here. I'm gonna find this side that I don't know. Well, up here, this much is 6. This much is 3 feet. So if I bring that down here, like from here to here, just like up there was 3. From here to here was 6. So then if this much is 6 and this much is 3 feet, just put them together, 6 plus 3. That means this side has to be 9 feet. Okay, now I know enough to find this rectangle. 9 times 3. This rectangle is 27 square feet. Okay, then I can go up to this top part right here. Well, this one's a little easier again because I know each side. I know this is 8. It's showing me this section is 8 and this section is 6. So you just multiply 6 times 8. So the area of this one would be 48 square feet. Okay, and then all you have to do is just, if this is 48 and this is 27, just add those together and then you will have your area of your shaded figure. 8 plus 7, 15. 4 plus 2 plus 1, 7. Okay, so then your area for the whole thing would be 75 square feet. Okay, sorry about Drew getting mad in the background. All right, so hopefully this will help you when you go through that lesson today on the math classroom, the area lesson.